gonna get traded. Love might not be there next year, so
please don't. Please go ahead.
You know, so you got all these different
Send him to Chicago. Send him to Chicago.
And I'm actually looking at Blake Griffin's ready to opt out.
Yep.
And if he opt out, Chris Paul talking about he about to opt out.
Before you say, I'm gonna put this out there.
Yeah.
We've seen this before.
Yeah.
Again, we've seen this before. And it was the year before the decision. I'm telling everybody, we've seen this before. Pay attention because 2019 was very interesting.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of
changes.
Yeah, and the shocking one for me is that there was actually a trade. Because normally we always, because it's always, the biggest thing is that there's always, when it comes to the draft, you hear rumors and it doesn't stick. And I'm like, I posted it on Wednesday as far as that this was a potential trade, and I honestly didn't think this was going to happen. So I was like, and I was like, well, this might be interesting. But then when it actually literally happened, I'm like, whoa, this really happened. Yeah.
Well, they said he's happy because he went to his old coach.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Butler should be feeling pretty good about himself because they traded 2 players in the 17th round pick for you. For you, buddy.
Which is the weirdest thing because, and I'm like, I just wish the Bulls got more in return.
Right.
Like I didn't mind. I think what they should have done is they should have, in essence, kept that 17th pick. Let those, because in other words they swapped. So in other words they took Minnesota 7th and Minnesota. So in other words they get Jimmy Butler and a first round pick. So that helps them out big time. Because I even look at 17, they could have got a guy like a Terrence Ferguson who was a 6'7" shooting guard and also OG amplified a small forward. I wouldn't say there could be a possible starter in this league. They could be. But that's a value that you're bringing back on top of because we still don't know about Zach LaVine as far as him, as I mentioned earlier with the ACL, well, headed towards ACL in February, and then Chris Dunn, which I'm still kind of on the fence about that situation because I don't know. I think he's gonna be fine. I don't know if it's a situation where I know Tibbs don't like to play rookies per se, but in essence, he was supposed to pretty much ship Ricky Rubio out the door, and of course, Ricky Rubio's now in a good grace in Minnesota. Right. And you look at what they have now. In essence, Minnesota has a big 3 now. When you look at Carlton Towns, you got a guy like Jimmy Butler who can defend on both ends. We can keep interchangeable at 2 or 3, and you also got Wiggins there. So they have a form of a big 3, and I definitely think that helps them all big time. I mean, of course.
Definitely does, man. You got a man that's come back and shoot and play defense. You know what I'm saying? So
I love this right now.
Yeah. I'm ready for it.
Why would they? Now you tell me, why would they get rid of Butler?
This is my thing, it's politics, right? And this is when you really realize that it is a business more so than anything. Because I think if you look at it from a schematic X and O's basketball equation, this doesn't make any sense. When you got a guy, especially with a Jimmy Butler, who's a perennial all-star and who's pretty much on a cheap deal where he is going to be a free agent for another 2 years, so he still would have his money on the books for 2 more years at a good rate. I mean, because you would probably be paying him tons of money compared to what you are paying for him now currently. So I don't know what's to be honest with you, and I think it's the management. Coupled with, I think they're gonna live or die by Fred Hoiberg. Because I think Fred Hoiberg wants a younger, more athletic team, and with a skilled big man. But you have a guy like Jimmy Butler who, because when people say he's younger, you're thinking to yourself, if you're not like involved with it, you're thinking Jimmy Butler's like 33, 34 years old, like as if he's this old guy. He's still in his 20s.
But he's been around, so he's gonna bring that leadership.
That's what I'm saying. That's what. And he's gonna definitely help Minnesota big time. Yeah.
Do you think that? I know they were saying he had some back issues. Do you think those back issues is more than what they really are?
I don't think so. I mean, I think at this point, and I'm going to say like this: I don't think every athlete, especially when you play for 6 years, is completely healthy. I don't think no one is completely don't have any issue as far as like a knee or a back or a shoulder or anything. I mean, you're playing basketball at a high level, year in and year out, it's going to definitely put a toll on your body. So I don't think it's more so that. I just think with the Bulls and their management, I just know that they are in love with Fred Hoiberg, and they're going to either they're going to live or die by him. And because I don't get it. I mean, I know it's a business, and my thing is with it, as the days pass on, the deal is going to be depreciated. Because I actually wanted Boston to be our trade partner where we get their first this year, get their first next year. Well, I'm going to say first, but we'll get Brooklyn pick next year. I would have done that. Give me maybe Crowder. I don't know if you would. I would have wanted Jaylen Brown. I wanted Jaylen Brown, somebody who, some of that nature. I would have got several high-end picks. I'm not just going to go and get a 7th pick.
You think that maybe they were really, they like Butler, and they was like, we're going to put you in a position where it satisfies you? Because I know they said they like this coach.
They did that, and I think I don't know how GMs do this, but I think it's just dumb where they look at it, they're in the 7th or 8th seed, they're just as worse as being the 15th seed in their conference, where they look as if we want to rebuild, this is the only bargaining chip that we have that we can move pieces.
They get rid of everybody. They buying everybody. I think D-Wade's about to get bought out. Mondo, we had already talked about that.
Brooks.
The Minnesota GM, is that Mikhail?
No.
Okay,
it's, I don't know who that GM is.
But I just seem like Minnesota always made deals. It might be their time because they seem like they always made deals that help the NBA.
They do, and I think they're on the right track now. Where this was perfect for them because we're so used to they're almost like how they always the ones that we always say have a good draft every year. We'll come in, every year and say Minnesota had a great draft, they had great young pieces, but of course they don't live up to the hype. But you got a guy here who was a 3-time All-Star, who was the best two-way player in this game, who can add leadership to this team and can teach them how to work. Y'all couldn't. I don't know what y'all was gonna give us.
Yeah, I got you.
Y'all couldn't have got nobody.
I'm just saying. I always wanted it.
Yeah,
I've always wanted it.
General manager Scott Layden.
Scott Layden. Yeah, Scott Layden. Shout out to Scott Layden. Yeah. No, I ain't heard that name in a long time.
He knew what he was doing.
Shout out to his dad, man. Y'all remember his dad used to be with Cook, Utah. Frank Layden, with that, so who was the biggest winner? It could be a team, it could be anything in the draft that you thought was the biggest winner.
Mr. Ball.
Anything was improvement.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
I think he will be successful if his daddy back off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because his daddy putting the pressure on him. Already done put the pressure on him, saying we're going to the playoff, we're going to be a winner, he's going to be dynasty man, got shoes. He done put the pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? He's a young man, and they're going to beat him up going in that hole. He's going to see some stuff he ain't seen in college. So.
Yeah. I say, of course, LeVar Ball. Dwayne Wade. Of course, he to his credit, he might have been the smartest move in NBA history. He opted in last week prior to this trade. So now he's going to get his money, and who knows what's going to happen because they can not release him, but they can buy him out. Even though Chicago, in essence, still have the keys to it, but they can buy him out at any time, and he can go free as way he want to go. So he's gonna get that money on top of it. So
you think he's gonna go?
He's coming. He's gonna come to you guys. He is. I'm telling you. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. So we got to do a gentleman's bet.
I'll bet.
I mean, it's gonna be something minor. I mean, maybe like a snack or something.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna work out the revisions. I'm gonna tell you this. And I think this is going to happen. This is going to happen really soon. That he's going to be with your boy LeBron James. So it's a part. I don't know, but that Chris Paul thing. That's a smokescreen. I'm gonna be real with you.
What about Blake?
Blake is gone. I think Blake is gone.
You think he's done, period?
Who?
Blake, you think he's done, period?
Well, no, he going somewhere because he going somewhere in the East. He going to Boston probably.
That's what I was about to say. Like, because that's where he'll fit perfect at. That's where he'll fit, because they need that veteran leadership. You know what I'm saying? And he got the first quick that first step is ridiculous, man. Like if he get that first step, it's done all day. Watch that. If he developed, like I always say, if he developed a 15-footer, he's gonna be the man. You know what I'm saying?
And watch, he gonna dominate the East.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the thing with him. He gonna dominate the East. So I say the biggest winner, of course, is Dwayne Wade. So he's more likely to be bought out. James Dolan, the owner of the New York Knicks, skip the NBA draft because James Dolan is actually he's the owner of the Knicks, and also he has a band called JD and the Short Shot. So he had a gig that night. Last night, so that's why he didn't. No, he's the biggest winner. He's the biggest winner because he in essence don't have to worry about all this minutia that's going on with the Knicks. He's doing his thing. Like, look, I'm gonna let Phil be the fall guy.
Right. You know what's crazy about that?
Yeah.
To me, like Phil should like that. He seemed like to me he's like Phil run everything.
And he's right because it takes the heat off of him. Because at first we were always talking about James Dolan, like, oh, he's the worst thing ever. And now it's like, Phil is horrible.
It's terrible. I think he fell asleep in the draft.
Yeah, well, somebody work out.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, who were the biggest losers this week? Well, not this week, but in the draft. Who want to go first?
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's anybody who like. Oh, like Orlando, like who do what's his face play for now? Like the big center, what is his name?
The big center.
The only center.
Lopez?
No, not Lopez. The black dude, big black dude, 7 foot.
Dwight Howard?
Super.
Oh,
Dwight
Who he playing?
well, we'll talk about him momentarily.
Yeah, okay,
He played for the Hornets now.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Orlando, Brooklyn, like they who the hell they
Like,
well,
we'll definitely get into that a little later.
I was thinking I was gonna say the Spurs for not getting Frank. You know, but I'm gonna say this. Who did Brooklyn get?
Brooklyn. Oh, who did Brooklyn get? But I know they did the trade. We'll talk about that momentarily as the night progressed. My biggest loser, and I'm sorry, Mr. 3375, like the Celtics. They didn't get Jimmy Butler, and of course, all Paul George. They have enough assets to do it. But it's just so weird with Danny Ainge is he just hasn't pulled the trigger on that deal. And it's rather intriguing in my personal opinion. Like, you got the assets, and I think he has a team that could do something. He just needs a few pieces. They're missing a superstar, and I think they have the assets to move it.
And to that, I know why he did what he did.
Yeah.
And I think he's banking on free agents.
Yeah.
I think it was more or less Butler. I think Butler. I think Butler wanted to be with his coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he if he could, because he said he wanted to stay in Chicago. You know what I mean? If they couldn't, they made a decision. Said, well, where would you like to go? Like, it's a big success was with that coach. So.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what Paul George said. He's like, I want to be a Laker. And he don't want to be nowhere else. And he's going to be a Laker.
And they don't like that. They don't like the simple fact that you're saying, hey, this is where I want to be. Like,
Come on. And it's Indiana.
Right.
Yeah, real. And also, I said the biggest loser, of course, was the Pacers because they didn't trade for Paul George. And that's another thing I think with Chicago, in essence, why they did what they had to do. Because I honestly think Chicago would have been in this predicament next year if they didn't. Then the value of the trade would have depreciated less and less. So I don't fault what Chicago did to an extent because I think they know long term they don't want to sign that $200 million contract. And that's the thing with the business aspect. That's why, like, when you think about these things, you have to consider the business of it. It sucks because basketball, the schematics of it it's stupid. It's it's one of the most dumbest moves that they could have done, but they had to, for the business sake, they had to do what they had to do because they knew they were going to lose him.
Right.
And just how Cleveland's going to probably lose LeBron James next year, we'll talk about that before.
So how do you think the draft is going to be? How's the draft looking next year?
You know what? I really don't even know per se, because every time I see it, it's weird, because every time I look at mock drafts, there's always like a lot of high school seniors. So it's like and the weirdest thing is you don't see these guys. Most guys, I think, and even when you're looking at college now, most of the guys who were drafted, I mean, they were pretty solid last year in college. So I mean, who knows who was gonna, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I forget it's the boy from Washington. I forget his name was like Porter Jr. or something like that. I think he's gonna make some noise at Washington this year. Possibly next year.
They gonna Washington and the Celtics. Be careful. This is gonna be a great rivalry in the
depends.
I was saying I see one.
This rivalry.
The Wizards get anything?
They
need something.
They banking on free agency too, man. Like they probably just pick somebody out because they in the draft, but but they in the same boat. They banking on free agency with all these people coming out, opting out.
Yeah,
and they'll be okay. Both of them still going to play off, and they're gonna play again again in the first round.
And my also loser was also the Bulls, of course. It was more so, and of course we've already touched on the draft. I think one of the biggest things I had an issue with was the Jordan Bell thing. This is the guy from Oregon, drafted, and then essentially got traded to Golden State for $3.5 million cash. So of course Jordan Bell, and I think Jordan Bell is solid. He's a great rim protector. He has the ability to run and finish at the rim. So I think with that type of situation, you can always have that type of guy on your team. I don't know if you would have made him to he would have been a nice compliment with my guy R.O.Y. Markin, the one that we got from Arizona. Pretty much, I think he's the greatest 3-point shooter that is 7 feet and above. That's what we're doing here. I gotta cite people up, we gotta give them some, to make myself feel better, on this deal. And that's what because I thought, because when I posted the status on Wednesday, I thought that we were going to get 2 first-round picks in 2017. I didn't think we were going to literally swap. And I'm like, well, that's not a good deal, because how they get Jimmy Butler and they still keep their first-round pick?
It was for Butler.
Because you think about it, all they did was who went and trade down 10 spots and then you get 10. You trade down 10 spots and you get a guy like Jimmy Butler. Anybody gonna do that? But so player likely to be the rookie of the year, 33-75.
I'm gonna go out on it now.
Yes, sir.
With this one, I'm gonna say Frank Mason.
Whoa!
Yeah,
we can say you even gotta come over here.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
You know that?
Yes, Frank Mason. I'm going with that. I'm going with that.
My
final answer.
He got that too, man.
I'm glad you got this on recording.
Yeah, look. Who was he in NCAA? Like, who was he? He was one of the best players, right? He was.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. He got that thing. Like, to me, the way he even got to the NBA, it's something special about it.
Yeah. I know.
He's going to a team where he can.
The sad thing about it is we saw him here. We don't even know how good he is.
And that's what I think with people, I'm not hating. I'm just, this when I go through this field, do not take this as a negative or critique. Don't take it as if like I'm hating. I'm just being very objective. I like Frank Mason. I've always liked Frank Mason. I was, I root for him. But at the end of the day, let's be real, man. He's going to Sacramento.
That's why he can show up.
And it's the sad thing about it, because the last time I was hyped about an undersized guard going to Sacramento was Ray McCollum.
Wow.
And
You get excited again?
I hope, but is he gonna get on the court?
Well,
because Aaron Fox is I'm gonna go on a limb and assumption that he's gonna be the starting point guard. Then you got Buddy Hill and
so basically, we gonna be honest.
we'll be honest. Yeah,
honestly, man, I'll be honest with you. Like, I think the league. I don't want to say it may be Ball.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking Ball because he's made such a name for himself. I mean, come on, man. Let's just be honest, man. It's the NBA. Like I said, a lot of people saying that, LeBron will be out in a couple of years. They're looking for that. They're looking for that. You know what I mean? So, and most likely him, he got the hype. I hope he can. I hope he can do what he can. He got a lot of hype. A lot of hype. Not just what you see on TV. He got a lot of hype.
And with him, he's gonna and I think it's probably more likely would be him. And of course, I had a couple of other guys who I think that could possibly be the rookie of the year. I look at it, if I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, I think he's probably going to make the most immediate impact right away as far as, because with him, you don't really have to, he doesn't really have to be a scorer. He's more of a ball dominant passing guard, which thing in the meeting, you got guys, I think what happened with him, he's going to make guys a lot better with him. I look at guys like Brandon Ingram, he's going to make him a lot better. Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, those type of guys. Mm-hmm. And I think he could be one of the type of kids where he can average maybe 10 assists or something like that.
Really?
Now, I don't know if we're looking at it from a scoring, I don't personally think who can really score and make a scoring impact, but I think the team is going to be bad. It's going to be Josh Jackson, and then even Markelle Fultz. I think either between them three, they're going to be the rookie of the year. What you got, Mr. 3375?
I still going with Frank Mason.
Oh,
let me tell you, like,
I see.
It was going with the hometown boy.
Like players that was necessarily drafted with like manly bodies. They was all skinny.
Yeah,
and like planners peanut. The planners peanut from
they going with all speed.
And that's where the league is going.
Very Kevin Durant. No shoulders and nothing. Like,
but they balling though.
Yeah, but when you look at the college team, they don't have them big guys.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No.
You would say that you already got an NBA body. You know what I mean? I don't see
no one has.
Everything is speed and threes.
Yeah, speed and threes.
Some records gonna be broken. Well, because what they looking at now is how we gonna keep up with Golden State.
That's right.
But they run the ball so much, man, up and down that court. They run. Curry ain't slowing down no time soon.
Yeah.
And then he got Thompson on the wing. they not tripping off of Cleveland right now because they getting old.
Yeah.
They getting old. They not tripping. But Golden State still got about a good 5 or 6 years with their young people running up and down that court.
Yeah. It is.
And I like Milwaukee in a couple of years too.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Giannis.
I really was hoping. I was hoping Milwaukee with Kid as the coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought that would be good.
Yeah. We even look out for them. If not next year, next couple of years.
Yeah.
But they had the youngest team like about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they still playing together. They're gonna be all right.
Yeah, they're gonna be good going forward. So player likely to be the best player in 5 years, Sean Lover.
Say 5 years, right?
5 years.
So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a hometown boy. I'm gonna give it to Frank Mason.
Oh my God. Look, you're not gonna break Mason either.
I'm Frank Mason.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Frank Mason.
Frank Mason.
He's gonna be one.
But like I said, I think it's gonna be. I think Frank gonna step up. I don't think the league know how good he really is.
Man,
I think so.
Yeah, the man is good. You know what I'm saying? But Jackson, he's gonna be good, so I think he's gonna be up there. I think Mason's gonna be up there. I just don't know about Ball yet, man.
Yeah.
I just don't know about him yet. Only because you know, his father, man. His father was
honestly, I wanted to say Ball. I really wanted to say Ball, right? But you know what I'm saying? But we got the TV on, and I'm looking at his face. His face looks different than the expressions on his face looks a lot different than what it used to be.
Yeah.
No, I mean his son. I'm sorry.
Lonzo.
Yeah, Lonzo. Like his face looked different. Like he looked a little nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He looked a little like, man. He do. He looked really, really nervous. He looked like, man, my stomach hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know,
it's the pressure.
I don't think he's gonna be that.
I don't. And my thing is, I think he's gonna be fine because with him, he's like I was saying earlier, he's a great point guard, and that's what he's not the type of guy where I need him to average 20 points a game, and I need you to carry the franchise. All I need you to do is you go out there, you see the floor, hit the bigs down low, hit the wings when they're open or whatever, get them and create shots for other people and create plays.
That's what Tony Parker was good at.
And that's why I like him. And I think,
You gonna say that?
Well, no, if you mean in 5 years, no. I think in 5 years it's gonna be Josh Jackson. I think no question. I think if he, because I think he's gonna be the next like two-way player. That's why I kind of wish Boston got him, but I understand in essence why they didn't. In which I don't understand why B.J. Armstrong. I get it. I get it, and I don't get it. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but I understand. Well, I don't understand the fact of him canceling the workout for Boston, and I honestly thought it would be a good situation for him because I think and I understand with his point where with him being just 19, he actually needs to get on the floor and play versus being in Boston where you got so many other wing guys, which is like him, where he's a two-way player where you got other guys like you're looking at like a guy like Jaylen Brown. Because I think if Jaylen Brown was in another system somewhere else, right, I think he could be somewhere and maybe average 15 points a game.
Yeah, that agent made a bad move. Yeah, because he didn't make that decision. His agent made that decision.
You don't think he had his reasons?
It's always a reason. I just don't know.
Yeah,
it was a definitely reason. It wasn't just don't go. You know what I'm saying? It was the reason behind everything. You know, we just don't know what the reason.
And I think it might have been sent where it was counseled where if you go to Phoenix, you're gonna average when you're gonna be playing maybe 35 minutes a game, and you can showcase your skills and do your thing compared to Boston where he might get maybe 15, 20 minutes a game.
What about, and a lot of guys when they go to Phoenix, man, their shooting gets better also.
Because it's a shooting team.
Shooting team. And that's perfect for him because I think his biggest weakness is his jump shot. So I just imagine, I think him as 19 now. If he's 24 and has a jump shot.
I mean, I'm being honest.
This guy,
he could be. A lot of guys go out here and hope they jump shot.
Phoenix is one of the first teams that was running 5 guards at one time on the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're all about shooting.
Yeah.
They're all about shooting.
And that's what I think that's going to be interesting. I think he will in time.
Even Barkley, when he went to Phoenix, he had no jump shot. That's right.
Yeah, shout out to Dan Thunder Marley. Man, they had actually a few years back. They had a Dan Marley night. I was like, man, that would have been awesome. I'm serious. I used to love Dan Marley.
That team was good. Kente, Marley,
Oliver Williams,
Sabalas, all of them, man.
That's my yeah. And shout out to Oliver Miller, man. When you a young kid and you shop in the Husky department, you're like, man, I might make it in there.
And then, even after that, man, they still had a good team with a young Stoudemire and Sean Murray.
Yeah, that team.
Joe Jackson started off there when he came, so they were definitely a good team. They had Barbosa down there.
Yeah.
It was a great team, man.
Barbosa.
Yeah.
I remember that season where the Lakers were playing with Roger Bell and Kobe was playing.
That was so funny, man. Because what was it? Because Kobe is awesome. Because he said, man, that kid. It was like, Roger Bell was like, I'm older than him. Yo,
but that's what he
Kobe,
he played good defense, man.
Yeah.
Played good defense.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So now, a topic that's near and dear to your heart. David Griffin. David Griffin is out as the general manager at Cleveland. Now, if I were, and I'm definitely I want your Akron insight.
Not Akron insight.
Yeah. So, and of course, and his replacement, Chauncey Billups is mulling over the decision. So, what I want to ask you is, should Chauncey Billups take that deal?
No.
Why not?
Because it's Chauncey Billups. You know what I mean? From Detroit, me personally, I don't know much about it, but I think it's an insult. Has Chauncey Billups ever done anything like this before?
I mean, no, but I think, and that's why I think it's a good thing. I think.
Well, let me tell you, I feel like this. Like LeBron came back there to win a championship, right? And you fire a GM when, truthfully, they have been to they're actually a success. They've been to the finals 3 years straight. So why would you fire the GM?
Do you really want to know why?
Yes, I do.
That dude from Detroit. What's his name? Hewlett?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're saying and then he's gonna go get a guy who basically you think of Detroit. You know what I mean? And I don't feel it. I don't feel it, and I think that, to me, like I said again, a lot of the choices that was made with some of the trades and everything, I think is based upon them also getting rid of the GM.
And
it's a sign that somebody may be leaving next year.
LeBron James.
And it reminds, like I keep saying, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
They fired Danny Ferry.
Yep, he wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, plug. I teach astrology. And we talk about things that always come back around that look the same. You know what I mean? About a cycle. Mm-hmm. And I keep saying, you've seen this before. Right. They fired Danny Ferry, didn't make any sense.
That's right. All of a sudden.
And all of a sudden, then thinking this was like choices start being made. So I'm telling you, be prepared for the decision too.
Yeah, they were trying for the departure of James, and I don't think for the fans.
And back to your point. So, and I would definitely want to dive a little bit more into the astrology of this. Now, so you mean to tell me that Delonte West is coming back?
Absolutely.
I mean, allegedly.
No, I don't think.
I know.
I know you're joking. First of all, we had a discussion where he said that his mom and his wife didn't even want him to come back because what happened after the decision and then the stuff that was said, right? But then to me, this is what I'm saying. If you're an owner, right, and you're not used to winning. They're not a winning franchise without this. You see what I'm saying? And then you get rid of the GM. That doesn't make any sense.
And now I'm glad we brought this out. But what's amazing to me is I think before we crown LeBron James as the best player in this generation, this is what I really want to bring up. LeBron James is the greatest passive aggressive athlete I've ever met in my life. He is the greatest. If there is a passive aggressive person, Hall of Fame, he's first ballot. The tweet was kind of interesting. The whole, if no one appreciates you, Griff, I did. And hopefully all the people in Cleveland, thanks for what you have done for the team for 3 years. We got us one.
Now, what does that mean?
So, in other words, he's saying, okay, if no one appreciates you, Griff, I did. So, in other words, he's trying to say that somebody, Dan Gilbert.
Yeah, pretty much. So we already know that.
Yeah,
we already know that because what he wrote, the letter that he wrote, and then he had to switch it up and, had his son, and
yeah, but I'm talking about, that's what I'm saying. And that's why, this is what makes the passive aggressiveness so.
I got something for you, too. It just hit you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think your take is a whole lot better than my passive aggressive.
What I'll get to is these owners really don't like LeBron.
No doubt.
They don't, right?
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? They really didn't like Jordan either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So through LeBron, it's like, man, we gotta control our own destiny. You know what I mean? I think if he wants to be in Cleveland, he does. That most active dudes, they hate leaving, they want to be here. You know what I mean? It's home. But it is what it is. You gotta make choices. You know what I mean? Like in December, he said, "I think we need to make some changes." Some changes wasn't made.
Yeah.
We know who he was talking about now.
Right. We know
exactly the player was hurt.
Right.
The player was hurt. You know what I mean?
It was
And the people that they got didn't even step up in the finals.
Yeah, shout out to Darren Williams.
Darren Williams. Every big guy that got hurt.
Andrew Bogut got hurt.
Two people played in that series for Cleveland. That was Kyrie and LeBron.
And they
Kyrie didn't play defense.
And they play defense. So what I'm getting to is these players are saying, "Hey, I opt out. I need to go where I want to go."
Yeah. I mean,
You know, because the owners don't care. They don't care, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna do what they do. They don't even care. I don't even think they really care about winning like talking.
Yeah, you got to exercise your leverage at this point because if you have the leverage as an athlete, you have to take full advantage of it. That's why I always say, do what you got to do. But two more before we take our first time off of the night. Dwight Howard's going to Charlotte. What do you guys think about that?
He's a bum. He just need to go.
He's in the way.
I think, you know what's so crazy? I think this is going to help him. Call me crazy. I think this is going to help him. It's going to revitalize his career. I'm not saying more so of he's going to be a perennial all-star. I think going there could help his image more so than anything.
I'm going to say this. I think he can still play basketball if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I think what he needs to do is probably grow up, and he needs to really focus on playing basketball.
He's 31, so I mean.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think he's ever taken it seriously.
He never took it seriously.
I mean,
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Around capes on and stuff.
And he's never taken it seriously.
Like, you the biggest man in the league.
biggest goofball.
Yeah, you should be the most dominant player.
Yeah,
Like Shaq was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
you know what's funny? Like when Golden State played OKC, they had two tall guys, but then the 1 7-footer they had, that's one of the reasons why they won. You know what I mean? Because they play small ball.
Right.
So they still need somebody like Dwight Howard, but he needs to work on his game. He needs to work on it.
He needs to go back to Akeem or Patrick or
Yeah.
somebody, to have that jumper, that fade away, and that's what he need to be doing.
And every year you should add something to your game,
To your game.
especially if you're a big man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And-
That's what you need.
Yeah, and with him just being 31, it's kind of one of those things where I think his image, I'd like to say his image should probably be a little bit better, but I think his game is not going to improve. I mean, at this point. And also, D'Angelo Russell. Thoughts about him going to Brooklyn. I like it. I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's a fresh start for him. Brooklyn also, they had a guy, I think, that could be the cornerstone of their franchise. He averaged 15 points a game last season, so with that, I think he can maybe average 20 plus in Brooklyn.
He's
They
going to
have
have
a
to
guy.
change that character.
I mean, the only thing we have to do is here. So we're gonna,
Yeah, well, I think that he might have, a good start, because I think he was in LA. I hear stories about when you played for the Lakers, how the bright lights, it's hard to deal with the bright lights and superstar and getting treated as you're a Laker, right? But hopefully, like I just said, I hope some of these dudes really work on their game and just get mature.
yeah. So whoever just call us, please call us right back, because we call us right back right now. We're all sisters ago here. I think we had a little snafu, but we're back here. So
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's a good move to Brooklyn. But like you said, he just need to grow up, get a fresh start, work on his game, concentrate on, because he's going to a team where they need help.
yeah,
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere they need help.
I'm telling you, man, like when you go to some of these teams, man, like when you go to LA, like when you go, like you got to deal with a lot. They treat you like you're a Laker.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
it's like
certain
they
teams.
empty.
Yeah.
Lakers, Boston, those teams that got 19-something championships, you in that spotlight.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago,
Yeah.
yes. Hey, so yes. Yes, you're listening to Couch Coach Live. Who we talking with? Hey, what's up, JB?
Oh.
Yeah. Press again. True. Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's impressive. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen more than likely. That he's gonna take his talents in Los Angeles for the most part. Yeah. Yep. I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. Man, thanks again for giving us a call, JB. Yes, sir. All right, man. Take care. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right. So what we're gonna do, we take our brief time out. When we come back, we'll do our top five. We'll do our top five sports movies, and also we'll do a little NFL news and notes. We'll be right back. It's Couch Sports Live.
I have no idea, bro. Like, why we couldn't hear that.
Last week you can hear it. Because I didn't want to put the USB part up because you could hear the echo.
Good show.